Union Station in the foreground on a fine afternoon in Kansas City. A's and Royals next. Tuesday Night Baseball is on the air from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the two starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, two guys here with pretty good numbers so far this season. Both of them coming in with double digits in victories. So if this winds up being a 3-2, 2-1 kind of game, that wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Oakland A's. As 2012 AL Manager of the Year Bob Melvin aligns his guys this way. They'll match up against the guy you see there, the veteran right-hander James Shields. Coco Crisp digs in at the plate. And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Throw will take care of Coco at first as he's retired for the first out of the game. So a good beginning there for Shields. And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. So the base is empty here with one away. And set to stand in, here's Sam Fuld. Good pitch there. Catches the outside corner for strike two. Now here's the pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Fouled straight back. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, nobody in that dugout is going to give him high fives for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
Josh Donaldson will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Now the starting lineup for Kansas City, as put together by manager Ned Yost, looks like this. On the mound to face these guys, one of the more consistent left-handers around, as you see the numbers there for the former All-Star John Lester. Defensively, Oakland will line up like this behind him. Norichka Aoki steps in now. Fastball, and that ran in on him as he had to limbo out of the way that time.
And even just 4 pitches in, you need to find a strike here because you don't want to give him a free base runner to start the night.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second baseman,
Omar Infante will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. On the ground down the first base line. And this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way. And that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
Alex Gordon will take his first cuts of the ball game here. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
2-1. Here's Lester's offering. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Well hit, but I think he pulled it a bit too much. It's a foul ball. None out, runners at first and second. The 2-2 one more time. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back in standing. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
batting fourth, designated hitter, Billy Butler.
Runners on the corners now with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the DH, Billy Butler. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. In the air to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Salvador Perez will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle, and Lowry won't be able to track it down. This gets through, a base hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Two men on, two out, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the ball out towards straightaway center field. And Coco will tuck this one away for the 3rd out of the inning. Royals settle for just the 1. 2nd inning upcoming here in KC. It's the Royals 1 and the A's nothing. Adam Dunn will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. And Dunn able to hold off on that one. Smart move there as it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's 1 away.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
John Jaso will step in now. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken by Infante. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball too, but unfortunately, he hits it right at someone, so it becomes a fairly easy out.
Brandon Moss will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Mike Moustakas will start things off in the bottom of the 2nd. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now Lester deals the 1-2. And a fastball that's lifted the other way out to left. Fuld comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up. Way up there on the infield. And this is taken in for the 2nd out.
And he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. You know, when he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. You know, he had no chance of that working out well for him.
Alcides Escobar will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd. Payoff pitch coming from Lester. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Norichika Aoki will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. Two out with a man at first. A look in on Escobar, now the pitch. And a fastball called strike three, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Jed Lowry will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. One away here to begin the third.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
So one gone in the inning, and that brings up the right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Come on, don't walk it.
Here's the full count offering. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And Moustakas has this one for route number 2.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Eric Sogard will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ballgame. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They're down 1-0. Omar Infante makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And he'll flip it over to Lester for the out.
Boy, that's a nice job there at first. He takes it on one hop. Probably has time to do it himself, but he'll flip it to his pitcher instead.
Alex Gordon will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Here's Lester now on 2-2. On a ball hit hard down the line toward the coaching box, it's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And Lowry will put this away for out number 2.
Well, we could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old, ugh! Well, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring in the right-handed hitting Billy Butler. The 3-1 coming from Lester. Out in front of the fastball here as this is drilled into left field. That's a base hit.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Salvador Perez will dig in. He singled his first time around. Oh, 2 now from Lester. In the dirt here. Fouled straight back. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
And that's one of those where even if he fields this thing cleanly, he was going to have a tough time squaring those shoulders back up and then throwing all the way across his body. But once it doesn't find the pocket, forget it. It's going to be an infield hit.
Eric Hosmer will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Up high, 2-1 now.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Donaldson at third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Royals strand a pair, but they're up 1-0. Coco Crisp will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Put him down now.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning, instead a foul ball. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And this is in the dirt as it swung on and missed, but this should be a pretty straightforward play to first. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Sam Fuld will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 call, and that is back-to-back punch-outs here in the inning. 3 in a row total, and there are 2 away.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Josh Donaldson will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. And this ball will be chopped foul. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the job done, it's a great pitch on 0-2.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and in steps Adam Dunn. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Runner's going, and he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They still trail 1-0. Mike Moustakas will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Payoff pitch coming from Lester. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a swing as he pulls this one into right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Not an easy play out there. You hear that phrase, make sure your first step is back. But he might have got fooled there just a little bit because this is a big swing, but just a little looper. He manages to charge straight in and make the play.
Lorenzo Cain will dig in. He popped out his first time. Lowry to play this one at short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Alcides Escobar will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
I think these guys are at the point of the series where they've seen enough of this guy swing the bat. Go ahead, take first base.
Norichika Aoki will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now here's a slow grounder to the left side. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Kansas City, but they lead it 1-0. John Jaso will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gordon is under this one, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman,
Brandon Moss will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Now here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail this one 1-0. Omar Infante will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Come on now, let's go.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
Fouled back. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the two top speeds thus far. Alex Gordon will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. And this is fouled back and out of play. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
The designated hitter, number 16.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
So two are gone now in the Royal fifth, and that'll bring up the DH, Billy Butler. 2-1. Here's Lester's offering. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Fuld will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Josh Reddick will stand in to start things for Oakland in their half of the sixth. Now here's a shot toward the gap in left center, and they're not going to run this one down. This should be extra bases to start the inning. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
That's a great swing there. Leading off an inning, it's a fastball, but he just goes right with it and drives it the other way toward the gap. He's going to wind up on second here with a leadoff double.
Eric Sogard will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Now, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
Goes the other way as this is lined to left, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
And you get the sense now that they're getting closer and closer to breaking through here. Well, that'll make it first and third now, and they've got a good chance here to break that string of zeros.
Coco Crisp will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Aoki is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Yeah, they had to scratch and claw to get it done, but this sac fly finally gets them on the board. Hey, the way things are going, they'll take it.
Sam Fuld will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Runner goes for second. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Another change. This one's low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Let's get you out here.
He's running again. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Hit hard towards the hole, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly, so it's runners at first and second now with 1 man out.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Josh Donaldson will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. And that's off his leg on the mound. And he'll stay with it long enough to get the out at first. But meanwhile, the runners move up to second and third now with 2 away.
Adam Dunn.
Adam Dunn will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. And now on 3-0, they won't even bother to nibble at the corners as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
John Jaso will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. The base is loaded now with 2 away. And this is on the ground to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. A's have to settle for just the 1. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6, all tied at 1-1. Salvador Perez will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Good eye, batter. Come on.
A 2-1 offering. Line hard into left. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow!
Well, that's just great concentration right there. You can see the extension, and he really sells out for this one, and he's able to absorb the impact and hold on to the baseball. That's a sweet play.
Eric Hosmer will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Taken there by Lowry. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
You know, he's only got 2 strikeouts in the game so far, but he's really done a nice job of keeping guys off balance, and that's been the big key for him.
Mike Moustakas will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Lorenzo Cain will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Royals leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Brandon Moss will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good, strong throw to first to get him easily.
Jed Lowry will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And past Moustakas down the line. It's a fair ball. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
And this is a good sign that he might be ready to break out of this slump of his. I can almost guarantee you that he talked about this with his hitting coach. Take the ball the other way. Use the whole field. You can do that, good things will start happening.
Josh Reddick will dig in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this one to bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Eric Sogard will have a chance here in a crucial spot with the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. And a changeup there that had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Escobar is there now to put this one away for the third out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. The A's strand 1, still tied 1 apiece. Alcides Escobar will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. And you can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening.
Your attention, please.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here.
Eric O'Flaherty.
Norichika Aoki will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Lowry on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Boy, not an easy play out there by any stretch. He's got to hit the shortstop in stride while avoiding that runner who's directly in his path. But he's able to put a good throw right on the bag, and they wind up turning the double play.
Omar Infante will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, but he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that, most likely an infield single.
Well, never too late to get a rally started. He gets a little fortunate here to beat this one out, but he's going to take it. And that gives his guys a shot here with 2 outs.
Alex Gordon will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one, usually a major force in their offense.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Called strike on the sinker, 2-2 now. And Gordon swings and pulls his pitch down the line in right, but it's back up into the crowd, foul. Now a slider that swung on and hit in the air out toward left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Kansas City. Score remains tied 1-1. Wade Davis will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Wade Davis.
Get out here.
Infante now at second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. On to first, and how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tie ball game? 1 away. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison to this point, and as you could imagine, in a 1-1 ball game, both guys sporting excellent lines so far. Stephen Vogt will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Swing and a hard ground ball to third. Infante for 1. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Stephen Vogt will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 21.
Billy Butler will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's where he's at his best. When he gets that sinker running away, he's tough to hit.
Weakly to the right side, so he stays alive. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. 2 very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ballgame. Things have been tight throughout. Salvador Perez will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. And the payoff pitch here is hit on the ground down to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 35, Eric Hosmer.
Eric Hosmer will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. The 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
Let's take another look at this one in show motion. That's a great camera shot there. Looking straight down the left field line. And you see him take an inside route to the ball, let those hands stay back, and just spray this thing to the opposite field.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. The throw home. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Good time here to come up with back-to-back hits. They get the two-out double to put a man in scoring position, and then they're able to follow that up and cash in with the RBI single here.
Jason Hamill will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8.
Jason Hammond.
Lorenzo Cain will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Swing and a line drive to center field. Coming in is Coco, but this drops for a hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Alcides Escobar will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Is away from second. Now the pitch. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Royals settle for just the 1. We've played 8 full. Royals out in front, 2-1. Jason Frazier is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 54, Jason Frazier.
Adam Dunn will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, and the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
John Jaso will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Fouled back. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. The 3-2 one more time. Slice down the left side, but foul. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out.
Yeah, 2 ground ball outs right here to start the 9th. That's as easy as you can make it. Now he's just 1 out away from picking up the save.
Brandon Moss will step in, a ground out victim as last time. And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, you know that run in the bottom of the 8th turned out to be the difference maker, as they're able to hold on here and get this win in a squeaker.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, the Royals were led to victory by the start turned in by this man, James Shields. He's our tops player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 out. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
I want the top. All my people right there in the back of the spot. I need the top. If you know me, you don't know me to stop. I need the top. All my people there back in the spot, let them get shot. Yeah.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Royals come out on top 2-1. Good night from Kansas City.